Wack 100. I can see where he gets his name because he is Wack. The allegation that Pooh gave up information in his case is so idiotic, even when he's reading it.
The allegation that Pooh gave up information on this case is idiotic. I didn't say it. He said it. Keep listening. For some reason, every time I try to take the high road, somebody come over here bother me. I got online with Pooh Shiesty'S dad. His dad put me with one of the attorneys. It was a black individual. And if you go on this channel 11 months ago, you'll see we did a 2-hour interview with this individual. And my mission was to clear Pooh Shiesty. I like Pooh Shiesty. I think Pooh Shiesty's cool. I've met him personally. I know his dad. I know people around him. But now, for some reason, I got this attorney, whoever this dude is. They say he's a pretty prominent attorney, but he ain't above getting violated and exposed. He calling me all out my name and all kind of crazy things. And the dude insinuated I was clout chasing. Now here you are, we got an attorney, Caucasian guy, and you on urban social media screaming Wack 100 name, talking about I'm clout chasing.
Wack 100. I can see where he gets his name because he is Wack. The allegation that Pooh gave up information in his case is so idiotic, even when he's reading it.
The allegation that Pooh gave up information on this case is idiotic. I didn't say it. He said it. Keep listening.
Academics is saying what a moron he is. It is next level how stupid he is. Now, if we're saying he's just doing it for clout, if we're saying he's just doing it for views, I would think, okay.
I'm doing it for clout. I'm doing it for views when I'm dancing around with my team, the exposers are presenting me. But yet we got a white dude, he look like he about 67, talking about Wack 100. Well, I don't feel like I made it, Brad Cohen, because you said that. But again, we're going to rewind because I want y'all to hear what the intelligent dude that's calling me stupid is about to do to his own client. Let's rewind this.
Excuse. But it really isn't. I really do think he's very stupid. So, long story short is, Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams gave up no one. Absolutely no one. We never cooperated with the government whatsoever. The paper...
Lontrell Williams never gave up no one. He never cooperated with the government, ever. Pay attention.
He's reading is that our defense was that we blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob Pooh and his crew. And
Uh-oh. Brian, you can't do that. It's more, y'all. Now remember, I'm stupid though. Pooh, look, I ain't do it. This your man's, right? I was prancing around it. I got a call this morning from 2 dudes from Chicago saying, Wack, you selected politic and we see you dancing. You just said it. You just... Look, listen, we're gonna run this back.
This bad work.
We're gonna run this back.
All right, let's talk moron. Wack 100. I can see where he gets his name because he is Wack. The allegation that Pooh gave up information in his case is so idiotic, even when he's reading it. DJ Academics is saying what a moron he is. It is next level how stupid he is. Now, if we're saying he's just doing it for clout, if we're saying he's just doing it for views, I would think, okay, that's an excuse. But it really isn't. I really do think he's very stupid. So, long story short is, Pooh Shiesty, Montel Williams gave up no one. Absolutely no one. We never cooperated with the government whatsoever. The paperwork that he's reading is that our defense was that we blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob Pooh and his crew, and that's why the guns came out. The victim said, I don't have a gun, I never owned a gun, and through our investigation and the evidence, we found not only did he own a gun, he had a firearm box in the trunk with ammunition in the trunk. Both of these alleged victims were total liars, totally full of shit.
That's what we do. The street people lie to law enforcement. The victim said, we ain't had no gun. You telling me, Brad, the smart guy, not gonna call you out your name, you and Pooh decided to tell the truth. The streets don't tell the truth, Brad. Earth to Brad. Anybody home? I really want to call you out your name, but I'm not. R&B has me on not calling people out their name punishment 24 hours. I'm not going to do it, Brad. But you just admitted, it's more, y'all. You just admitted that the victims told the police, hey, we ain't had nothing. But you're saying your defense was to tell the police they had guns. Pooh Shiesty, you're saying, got with you, and you guys is telling the police when they saying we ain't had no guns. Yes, y'all did. We can't do that, Brad. No, this ain't Harvard. The closest thing to Harvard we come is Harvard Park, and that's 6 Deuce Brills. Shout out, little man. Listen, Brad, you just put the noose around your Pooh Shiesty's neck, which I'm not gonna say it. I'm not even gonna insinuate. But I'm gonna keep playing this. This is wild.
That's why instead of getting 10 years, the judge gave him under 5 years.
So because he told on the victim, instead of getting 10, the judge gave him under 5. Hey, this is Brad. This ain't me. Go sit back and let Brad do the job for you.
In case, not because of any kind of, he cooperated. He didn't cooperate with shit.
He didn't cooperate. Brad, Earth to Brad, when you tell the DA, AUSA, whatever you want to call them, hey, they had guns, and they're saying we didn't have guns. Yes, they did have guns. That's called cooperating, Brad. Let's keep it going.
What was cooperation was the amazing work of his lawyer, me, along with Sam Zegane. I don't want to forget Sam. See my clock in the back. You know what time it is. I don't want to forget my friend.
Did he just say that? You see my clock in the back. You know what time it is. That's way worse than saying I have black friends. Let's keep it going.
Because Sam assisted in the case, but absolutely not one single defendant in that case flipped on anybody because there's no one to flip on. They said Pooh was the shooter. They said one of the other guys was the shooter. None of them flipped on anybody. We all went ahead with it. We took the plea, which I wanted to go to trial. I thought it was a good trial as well. But we took the plea, and the judge ended up giving us just under 5 years. And with good behavior and an RDAP program, he got out in about 3 and change. So, Wack 100, just to recap, Wack 100 is a moron, and what he is reading is as stupid as it sounds. That is all for now.
Now, maybe Brad has dementia. Maybe Brad is off one of them perk 38.
Gotta be.
Brad, you're calling me a moron, and you're calling me stupid. And you just proved Ghost's point. See, attorneys, one thing about us, we understand is different jungles, is different rules to the jungles. Ghost will be coming up here. Ghost is the exposure that has been leading. He's been leading the way on this Pooh Shiesty thing, right? I believe Prince and Lavish, they've been doing some footwork, and they'll tell you, they know when I'm kind of like shying away from some things, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I selected politics. Wack 100 likes Pooh Shiesty. I think he's a cool dude. Pooh, whoever this attorney dude is, he is forcing me. I didn't see you defend me. He's forcing me to defend myself. Right? Right. Okay, so I'm not the one that went digging. I was the one that defended. If he can go see that on this channel 11 months ago, you will see his name. And me combating Loose Cannon, because Loose was going at the attorney because I was trying to clear up the allegations, right? So it all went away. Quite naturally, Pooh coming home, people was excited, people talking about music, people talking about what they talking about, but I'm not gonna front. The attorney that I had on, there was some discrepancies about something that we had asked, and he told me he would send me the documents to clear that up. Y'all could go for yourself. It's a 2-hour segment. And he never sent the documents to clear it up. Usually Wack would take that, double back, and attack that. I didn't. I let it go. Now, I don't know why this pretty prominent attorney, white dude, last time somebody did this was a Kardashian's attorney. And I made them eat those words. Look, man, all rules is all rules. The crazy part about this is that, oh my God, wait, is this the same attorney on that Melly fired?
Yeah, that's him. That's
Bro,
him. That's the same one.
this is Bradford Cohen that attacked me? This is crazy. Hold on, bro. All right. So I wake up and people telling me, Wack, did you hear what Pooh Shiesty, the attorney, said? I said, absolutely not. I go to it. I wasn't expecting to hear nothing crazy, but I guess the other night on Academics, he asked me about it. I said, well, the exposers have dug some things up. They've been sending me a bunch of things. I haven't opened them up. There are footnotes to what they're sending me. So I read the footnotes. I hadn't looked at the paperwork, right? Now, to those of you guys that are civilians, sit back, watch the show. To the people that are from the streets, again, I keep telling people, these street rules, they're irrational. Some of them don't make no sense, but this is what you signed up for. You want to be part of the streets, certain things they say you can't do. For instance, if I go somewhere and I get into it with somebody, or whatever it may be, and that person pulls a gun on me first, and I happen to was able to get to my gun and shoot him, and I get away, and I get caught. The street code says I can't tell the police or the DA, he pulled a gun on me first. I can't do that. These are rules of the streets. I didn't make this up. This was here before me. Again, I'm not saying it's the correct rule, but I'm saying it's the written rule of the streets. This is why y'all need to go cop the 13 Commandments of the YNs over there on Amazon. Just go in and put Wack 100 books. It's 71 pages. 13 Commandments. gives how the YNs think versus it gives how the YNs think their new law versus what the old law is. It gives you um, example story and it gives you case study. The first one is you snitch on me, I can snitch on you. Hey, I'm from the Old Testament. The New Testament is the YN's frame of mind. Don't look at this as Wax rewriting the rules. No, I'm simply alerting those to what the new rules are when it comes to how these YNs is thinking. So you ain't sitting in the holding tank or in the courtroom saying what happened. What you mean what happened? This is I tried to warn y'all. Now, Bradford Cohen, I'm not gonna call you out your name. You're an attorney. You're an educated man. You're a bright man, but I don't know. Maybe you are a little racist. Maybe this is why you chose to call this black man dummies and whatever you chose to call me and tell me I was clout chasing. Listen, listen. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because Ghost is here, and Ghost is the one leading the charge on this.
Facts.
He's leading the charge on the whole Pooh Shiesty, what he found. What he came with in the last couple of days, we didn't have this. This is what we was asking the attorney to send us. That he said he was gonna send us, and he never sent us. And now I see why he didn't send us. Again, I like Pooh Shiesty. I respect his father. I like the people around him and the people he's tied to. I respect Gucci. But Bradford Cohen, you know you didn't fucked up, don't you? Not only did you force me to defend myself and my name, but you yourself, you took away everything I was attempting to use it against my own team to try to sway them away from what they were saying. You did it yourself. How dumb. Pooh, listen, bro. I want you to pay attention to what I'm going to play when I do play it. Your attorney did this, bro. I never said it. I said the exposers is saying they found some documents that may be alluding to the fact that Pooh Shiesty told. Now, have I read the documents in the last couple of days? Yes, I have. Just on No Jumper yesterday, which will be out Sunday, 12 noon, I tried to create like a cushion for Pooh. Y'all see it. But today, Friday, Mr. Bradford Cohen, you have forced me to defend my name. Right? I know you know you're the guy that helped a few people get their pardon, Kodak Black, Lil Wayne. You've done some good, and I'm pretty sure you did good by yourself. But brother, you need to learn how to just be an attorney and shut that up sometime. Cause what you did, you just gave the exposers, especially Ghost, all the ammunition he needs. So Ghost, let you tell us what documents you came across. And again, if you go back on the 100 Show YouTube channel, the Pooh Shiesty thing we ran about 11 months ago for 2 hours, I asked the attorney for this document, and he gave me his word he would send it, and never sent it, and I never pursued it. I don't know why Ghost woke up. Maybe he felt like, wait a minute, we never got what we were supposed to get, and maybe he went and looked for it. I don't know. If I would have sent them after it, we would have had it 11 months ago. But Mr. Bradford Cohen, listen, brother, I'm not clout chasing. You over here in the urban jungle clout chasing. You call me out my name. I'm not going to even call you out your name because it would be unprofessional. This ain't what Wack said. Brad said, old Brad Cohen. Y'all should go to his Instagram page. He's Law Ronin, LAWRONIN, and put hashtag dummy, hashtag Wack 100. I don't know, but I'm going to let y'all hear this. It's 831 people in here. I'm going to let y'all hear what old Brad did to his own client. Let's let her rip.
All for now. All right, let's talk more on Wack 100. I can see where he gets his name because he is Wack. The allegation that Pooh gave up information in his case is so idiotic. Even when he's reading it, DJ Academics is saying what a moron he is. It is next level how stupid he is. Now, if we're saying he's just doing it for clout, if we're saying he's just doing it for views, I would think, okay, that's an excuse. But it really isn't. I really do think he's very stupid. So, long story short is, Pooh Shiesty's, Lontrell Williams gave up.
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta do this. Hey, I gotta do this.
No one. Absolutely no one. We never cooperated with the government whatsoever. The paperwork that he's reading is that our defense was that we blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob Pooh and his crew, and that's why the guns came out. The victim said, I don't have a gun, I never owned a gun, and through our investigation and the evidence, we found not only did he own a gun, he had a firearm box in the trunk with ammunition in the trunk. Both of these alleged victims were total liars, totally full of shit. And that's why, instead of getting 10 years, the judge gave him under 5 years for a shooting case. Not because of any kind of, he cooperated. He didn't cooperate with shit. What was cooperation was the amazing work of his lawyer, me, along with Sam Zegane. I don't want to forget Sam. See my clock in the back. You know what time it is. I don't want to forget my friend Sam because Sam assisted in the case, but absolutely not one single defendant in that case flipped on anybody because there was no one to flip on. They said Pooh was the shooter. They said one of the other guys was the shooter. None of them flipped on anybody. We all went ahead with it. We took the plea, which I wanted to go to trial. I thought it was a good trial as well, but we took the plea, and the judge ended up giving us just under 5 years. And with good behavior and an RDAP program, he got out in about 3 and change. So Wack 100, just to recap, Wack 100 is a moron. And what he is reading is as stupid as it sounds. That is all for now.
Now, y'all just heard this clown. I take it back. I can't call him that. I had to put the shiesty on. I think it fit the occasion. Saying that they never cooperated with the government. They never cooperated with the government. The victims say we ain't had no guns, but Pooh and you proved they did have guns. And because of the information you gave on them to prove they had guns is the reason Pooh didn't get 10 years and got under 5. And you say you didn't cooperate, and you calling me a moron.